presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Wise Guys Construction Braves Basketball pregame show. Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa at 785-229-5651. Now, for a preview of this Ottawa University Braves basketball broadcast, here's KOFO's David Potter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO. I'm David Potter, getting ready to bring you a second straight night of tournament basketball. Last night gave us everything we could have hoped for in terms of drama, plus an OU upset victory over St. Mary. That was the men's team. Tonight, we have the women's team going up against Kansas Wesleyan, so we are coming to you from Salina as Wesleyan's surprise victory over Tabor last week was enough to propel them into the top half of the bracket, setting up the home court advantage for the quarterfinal for the Coyotes. OU just a few weeks ago was looking at a possibility of possibly playing Tabor for a second-place tie. Then, after losing a one-point game at home to Sterling with a couple of players battling an illness, they were solidly beat by Tabor just a few days later, and the next week then featured a battle to the finish where they came up just barely short against Friends, followed by an overtime loss to St. Mary. They were able to rebound with back-to-back wins over McPherson and York to finish out the season, but that rough stretch, again, paired with K-Dub's tie-breaking win over Tabor last week, was the difference between a home game and a road game for this OU squad. The Braves do not have fond memories of their last trip to this building, which is the site of their most lopsided loss in KCAC play this year, second to the Tabor game that got away from them. And that game seems like forever ago. It was back before Thanksgiving on November 22nd. Coyotes got out to an 8-point lead by the end of the first. OU was able to trim it to a 32-29 deficit by halftime, but then in the second half, Kansas Wesleyan erupted, hitting 8 of their first 10 three-point attempts in that second half, which propelled them to a 27-point third quarter. The Braves just simply couldn't keep up and slowly faded away down the stretch. However, the Braves did get their revenge about a month ago, January 21st. This time OU jumped out to the early lead. They were up by 6 after one quarter and up by 3 at halftime. Then K-Dub started making people a little nervous, coming out of the locker room with an 8-2 run to give them the lead in the third. But the Braves would rebound going into the fourth with a 6-point lead. They were able to hold the Coyotes at arm's length down the stretch, and they get the win by 11, 62-51. So it's hard to say what to make of this matchup based on those two games. The loss here in Salina came really before this OU team had gelled and put together that long midseason winning streak they were able to go through. But then the win came after K-Dub lost their leading scorer for the year, Jenna Ferris, to a season-ending injury. Wesleyan has learned to compensate for the loss of Ferris, winning some big games over Sterling and Tabor back-to-back without her on the court. So while I'm sure they'd love to have Ferris back, it hasn't hurt the team as much as you'd expect, as they've, after the injury, they went through a rough period, but they've been able to rebound and win some games here over the last couple of weeks. And we'll go into a little more detail on how Wesleyan's been doing here down the stretch. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we'll be back with more of the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
And welcome back to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO. And we were just sort of previewing the Coyotes and how they've done here down the stretch since OU last saw them. Between the start of the year and January 25th, KW lost 5 of 6 games. After starting the year hanging right in with Tabor and Friends in the top tier of the conference, it was a bit of a shock. It was in the third game of that 6-game stretch that Ferris picked up her injury. They were down to 8-6 in conference play after a 7-1 start, but they've rebounded well, winning 6 of their last 8 as they adapted and found that groove they were in to start the season. We'll hope that OU can get back in the groove they were in before that tough 2-week stretch at the beginning of this month as well. Now, all season long, there are 2 things I've talked about in pregame shows and 2 things we've watched through the games and we've even brought up during the Hoop Talk show throughout the year. And those 2 things are turnovers and offensive rebounding. OU struggled a bit with McPherson, and probably not a coincidence that McPherson is a strong offensive rebounding team. OU couldn't quite get over the hump and beat Friends. Friends forces a lot of turnovers. Tabor is good in both categories. St. Mary gets a lot of steals, and OU struggled at times in their game at Leavenworth with that. So you can get an idea of which games that OU might run into problems with when you look at how well an opponent forces turnovers and how aggressively they crash the offensive board. Now, looking first at turnovers, the good news is that Wesleyan does not force a lot of them. They're in the middle of the pack of the conference. The bad news is they rarely give the ball up. In fact, they're the best in the KCAC in terms of taking care of the ball and avoiding giveaways. And when you combine that with the fact that OU is just about dead last in forcing turnovers, you have a game where OU is going to have to keep the defensive pressure consistently and challenge every shot because you can't count on the Coyotes to throw the ball around and give it up. That means making them come up on empty on possessions where they do get a shot off is going to be important. So while Wesleyan isn't going to force 25 turnovers or anything like that, they're likely to have an overall advantage in that column tonight. Let's go ahead and take another break. We'll briefly touch on the rebounding aspects and the Braves' keys to the game. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO.
You know Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa as the premier residential and commercial construction company. But did you know they also provide full repair for fire and flood restoration? Here's Bill Crowley, owner of Wise Guys Construction.
We offer full turnkey services, from cleaning and drying to the repairs of your project. We're an insurance preferred contractor. When disaster strikes, experience matters.
When it comes to your residential, commercial, or restoration needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 785-229-5651.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Kansas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO. Just before the break, we're talking about the turnover advantage, and now we'll look at the outlook on the offensive boards. And KW is second in the conference in offensive rebounding, while OU sits at dead last in 12th. The Braves also give up a high number of offensive rebounds themselves, so Wesleyan could pose problems there. They held the Coyotes to 11 offensive boards on 35 missed shots in their most recent game. And OU's going to need a similar effort on the defensive boards tonight to keep Wesleyan's point total down. Wesleyan also takes about 38% of their shots from the floor from behind the three-point line. Hits about a third of them. That doesn't make them a prolific three-point shooting team, especially after the top shooter, Ferris, went down for the year, but they're still a team that can hurt you from behind the arc and can use the three ball to get back into the game if they're down and start hitting their shot. So in terms of what OU can do to neutralize some of those disadvantages on paper, hounding Wesleyan defensively has to be a key priority. If you hand them, they're going to crash the offensive board. If you hand them easy shots on top of that, it's going to be incredibly difficult to keep them off the scoreboard. When they played in November, Wesleyan was able to get some easy points, but stripping the ball away from OU after they got some defensive rebounds, which led to some more additional points. That's another thing that can't happen tonight. They've got to go aggressively after the defensive board. to make sure they keep Wesleyan from getting easy chances and second chances, additional looks at the basket. And we are going to take our final break, and then we'll be back with the start of the game. You've been listening to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Wise Guys Construction Braves basketball pregame show. Tip-off is next on KOFO. Pam Miller of Ottawa recently hired Wise Guys Construction.
We had a home that was nice quality, but it was very dated, and so we had them go in and do some extensive remodeling.
The lines of communication during the project were always open.
They did a good job of making the stressful situation much less.
The results exceeded expectation.
We're very pleased. They did a really beautiful quality job. I would recommend Wise Guys.
Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be Wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 229-5651. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by State Farm Insurance agent Ryan Dispro, Ransom Memorial Hospital, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishings. Also by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Ottawa University, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, Kramer Pharmacy, Franklin County Chiropractic, and Cosentino's Price Chopper, State Farm Insurance agent Keith King, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, People's Bank, Advantage Electric, Quality Structures Incorporated, and Maxwell Chiropractic. Now let's rejoin KOFO's David Potter, courtside for Ottawa University Braves basketball.
And welcome to Maybe Arena in Salina, home of Kansas Wesleyan, where the Braves are ready to take on the Coyotes for a quarterfinal match. In the KCAC tournament, one day after the men's team was able to pull off a huge upset over the 3 seed, St. Mary, in the men's tournament. OU playing as the 5 seed at the 4 seed, Kansas Wesleyan tonight. Nothing unusual in the starting lineup for the Braves. You'll see Kelsey Hendricks at the 1 with Jenna Kramer, Kaylee Williams on the wings, Maddie Stewart playing the 4, Ashley Romig the 5. And for Kansas Wesleyan, it's the lineup that they have settled into ever since Jenna Ferris went down. Carly Steinley, their leading scorer, Mariah Knox, their top post player, Maddie Miller, whose sister Gabby Miller will also see significant minutes. Then Briley New and Sydney Mortensen, who is coming off a game where, well, 2 games ago when they played Tabor, she had a 4-for-4 3-point shooting performance. So she's someone who can start lighting it up from outside if they are able to get open looks for her. Again, this is the Kansas Wesleyan team. They're not as in love with the 3 as maybe St. Mary is on the men's side, as we watched them bomb away from downtown last night. But still, it's a team that likes to shoot from outside, and if you let them get going, they will start hitting them. So it'll be important to chase those guards around the perimeter tonight. That's something that OU does very well, is contest shots, even though they don't turn the ball over a lot. They are the KCAC leaders in team field goal percentage defense. So it's something they pride themselves on, even though they may not take the ball away from you. They're going to make it difficult for you to do anything with it, and that'll be a huge key for them tonight. As once again, as we talked about in the pregame show, they're not apt to turn the ball over frequently, and neither is OU apt to force a lot. Kaylee Williams is good at getting some steals. Maddie Stewart finds herself with the ball on the other team's possessions here and there, but for the most part, it's not a team that generates a lot of steals or forces a lot of turnovers. So they need to clamp down defensively and then offensively run the offense and get the shots they want, because Kansas Wesleyan does have a slight weakness there, and that they allow opponents to shoot 40% from the floor. So if the Braves can work the ball around and find the lanes to the basket and open shots, they have a chance. Ashley Romig and Mariah Knox in the circle for the tip-off, and Kansas Wesleyan gets it into the hand of their point guard, Briley New. They will start off with possession. They're wearing gray, moving right to left. The Braves in their black road jerseys trimmed in gold and white, moving left to right from the sideline view. Wesleyan over on the left wing. Gets to Mariah Knox at the free throw line. Dribbles over, kicks it out. On the right wing, Briley New dribbles, finds Mortensen for an open three. No good. Off left. Rebounded by Kelsey Hendricks. And she will bring it up. Gestures in a play for the Braves. Kaylee Williams comes around the side. Hendricks tries to pass it over her to get it to Jenna Kramer in the corner. It's knocked out of bounds. Kramer will pass it back into Hendricks out near the half-court line. Swings it over to Kaylee Williams on the left. And now almost stolen. Stewart's able to get it to Williams. Williams wants to drive. They try and take a charge, and the refs are going to give it to him. That was an awkward angle that Miller came in from to take the charge, but Williams had her head down. Not really able to avoid the contact. So we've seen a turnover on each side. Still no score. Braves trapping on the wing. Knox is able to get it over to Mortensen. Gets it back up top to New. Mortensen will get it down low to Miller, defended by Romig. Now she'll kick it out for the open three. No good. Battle for the rebound down low. It's going to be an offensive foul. I believe that'll go against Mariah Knox. The first foul of the game goes against Wesleyan over the back on the offensive rebound attempt. Still scoreless, just over a minute into the game. Haley Williams over to Jenna Kramer at the top of the key. She's got room, passes up the shot, gets it to Maddie Stewart. Corner three, good, got it. And the Braves are up by 3-0. Or by 3. Sometimes we get caught up in the moment. Knox over to Mortensen on the right wing. She'll work it back out to New at the top of the key. He'll move it left. Williams applying the pressure defensively. She picks up a dribble. Now almost stolen by Maddie Stewart. Now New bringing it all the way around the perimeter into the hands of Carly Steinley. Now gets it down low to Miller. Romig might have got a hand on that, but Miller gets the ball back after the missed shot. New shot clock for Wesleyan. Knox with the ball. Wants to drive. Going to call a foul on the floor. I believe that's Kramer. And yes, it will be on Jenna Kramer, her first. Steinley to pass it in along the baseline. And she'll work it out to the top of the key to Sydney Mortensen. Into the corner, Mariah Knox goes up for 3, and she hits it. And we are tied up at 3. Knox just a 21% three-point shooter on the season, but spotted up and knocked that one down from the corner, and we're tied up. Kramer swings it over to Kaylee Williams on the left wing. A dangerous pass to Romig, almost stolen. Romig finds himself open from the elbow, no good. Now a battle for the offensive rebound. She's got it. They're going to call a tie-up. It was not much more than a couple tenths of a second where maybe Wesleyan had their hands on that ball. They'll call a tie-up. Possession arrow gives the ball to Ottawa. Hendricks looking to pass it in. She's running out of time. Gets it into Hendricks. Oh, excuse me, to Romig. Romig working Miller down. Now a little fadeaway jumper. Got it, and the Braves are back up by 2, 5-3. Sort of a full-court trap. Maddie Stewart might have gotten away with a little bump there as Steinley ends up stepping on the sideline. Will be out of bounds and a turnover. Gives the ball back to the Braves. Williams out on the right wing. Now back up top. Maddie Stewart looking to go somewhere with it. Finds Jenna Kramer. Romig trying to establish position down low in the post. Now they'll work it over to Kaylee Williams. Corner three is going to be way short. Kramer leaps up and gets the rebound off the bounce. Now into Kaylee Williams' hands. She goes up. A lot of contact. Now it's tipped out to Jenna Kramer after the miss. Now stolen out on the wing by Mortensen. Mortensen swinging her elbows to try and free up some space. Gets it over to Briley New, who will bring it up for Wesleyan. Now a nice passing. They get it to Knox in the middle. Now blocked by Ashley Romig as Miller got the loose ball, went up for it. Romig blocks the shot from behind. Hendricks over to Williams. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. 5-3 OU. Neither team firing on all cylinders early offensively. Now it's got it. Maddie Stewart from three from the corner. The Braves go up 8-3. Wesleyan able to break the press with relative ease. New swings it over to left key. Now back up top. New will dish it out to Steinley. She's defended, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Knox. We'll swing it out to Mortensen. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And that's going to be a moving screen against Mariah Knox. She picks up foul number 2. So the starting post player, Mariah Knox, the 6-footer, picks up 2 early fouls. You may not see her again the first quarter. Leslie Spear will check in for Ashley Romig. Gabby Miller comes into the game to play alongside her sister, Maddie. Hendricks brings it up, moves to her right over to Kaylee Williams. Williams into the corner. Hendricks passes up the 3. They'll continue working around. Spear at the top. Goes over to Kramer. Maddie Stewart fakes the 3. Passes it over to Kaylee Williams. Tries to pass it into the corner, but it's stolen out of the air. Stolen by Carly Steinley. Defended by Williams out on the right wing. She'll hand it off to Briley New. Good defensive pressure by Kaylee Williams, chasing her around. Now Sydney Mortensen tries to get it down low. It's stolen. Kelsey Hendricks ends up with it after Spear got a hand on the pass. Now coming back the other way, Kaylee Williams back up top to Kelsey Hendricks, and she's going to dribble it out. Now back into the hands of Williams. Finds Maddie Stewart, quick 3 from the wing. Got it, and the Braves are up 11-3. Halfway through the first quarter. 2 straight threes by Maddie Stewart. Now a 3-pointer from the corner by Sydney Mortensen. She's got it. K-Dub and OU exchanged 3-pointers on those 2 possessions. It's back to a 5-point game. Spear with the ball over to Kramer on the left wing. Now Kaylee Williams to Spear, almost lost it. Nobody there to steal it, but now her pass is stolen. Now it's going to be Briley New for the layup on the fast break, undefended, and goes up and lays it in and makes it a 3-point game. Transition points, one of the things I hit on in the pregame show. Can't give up any easy baskets to this Wesleyan team, especially off of turnovers. OU unlikely to win the turnover battle. Here's Maddie Stewart, fakes out a defender, drives in, misses, rebounded by Miller, and now Maddie Stewart's going to be called for a reach after the rebound. Jessica King and Ashley Romig entering the game. Caitlin Hughes will come in as well. Kaylee Williams, Leslie Spear, and it'll be Jenna Kramer coming off for OU. And for the first time tonight, we'll have to wait. It's number one not listed on the roster I have for Wesleyan. There's a tie-up down low. And they're actually going to call a foul, a reach-in on, that would be on Maddie Miller. Three team fouls on each team so far. It's Ashley Heller is number 1, who's in right now. Listed on my roster as 12. We'll change that. Here's Maddie Stewart with the ball on the left wing. That's going to be a reach-in going against Gabby Miller. Rashea Parker is going to check in for Kelsey Hendricks. Substitution we routinely see in the first quarter just to give Hendricks a break early on. Usually stays in for a few minutes. Parker with the ball. Up top, defended by Heller, gets it over to Maddie Stewart. Now King tries to work it down low to Ashley Romig. Romig can't handle the entry pass. It's thrown a little to her right, quite a bit to her right. She can only get a hand on it. Haley Bradford also in for K-Dub. Now we'll also see Kayla Munier coming in. So a lot of substitutions early on for Wesleyan. Braves are up 11-8, 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. Long pass over to Steinley. Unfortunately, she didn't see the cutter go into the basket. She had someone wide open. Here's Gabby Miller picking it back out to Steinley. Moves to her left. Gets it into Heller's hands. Skip pass over to Bradford. Now into the corner for the open three. Rims out. And Wesleyan able to get the offensive board. Munir misses. Maddie Stewart pulls down the defensive board. Now tries to find Jessica King on the run and overthrew her. King tried to save it but couldn't get there. So a turnover in transition. Stays 11-8, 2:44 left in quarter number one. Bradford bringing this up, sends it over to the left wing. Now they'll get it down low to Miller. Miller passes back out. That's going to be a 3-second violation on Munir. So another turnover for Wesleyan. Maddie Stewart's going to get a break. Jenna Kramer coming back into the game. King gets it into Kramer, and she will be the one to bring it up. Kramer now driving to her right, gets into the lane, goes up, over the basket, no good. Rebounded by Wesleyan, almost knocked away. Now the Braves mopping her in the corner. She's able to get the pass out to Miller. Miller's bringing it up quickly, defended by Parker, gets around her in the lane. The runner, no good, gets her own rebound, goes up, and she's got it, and the Braves lead is cut to 1. Parker crosses the half-court line, gets it over to Hughes on the left wing. Finds Ashley Romig at the top. King calling for it down low, gets the entry pass. Tries to get by Miller. She's fouled and count the basket and one. Whistle seemed to come before the shot, but they will give her the basket. And King will go to the line with an opportunity for a three-point play. Team foul number 5 on Wesleyan, so Braves will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. King just a 57% free throw shooter on the year. This one is up and in. Braves up 14-10, a minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Bradford once again brings it up to Wesleyan. Looks to her right, then her left, gets it over to Steinley. Or excuse me, that's Mortensen. Now back over to Bradford on the right wing. Moving the ball along the perimeter. Now Bradford with the three from the top of the key. Missed everything. Goes out of bounds. Hendricks brings it up. Gets it over to King. King drives to the basket. Off the glass and good. Jessica King, too quick for a defender there. Took her straight to the basket. And now a turnover as Bradford throws it out of bounds right here in front of the Braves bench. King will pass it in. Wesleyan backs up into the half-court defense. Hendricks brings it across, moving to her right, kicks it out left. Hughes swings it over to King. King finds Romig, finds Hughes cutting to the basket in the lane. The runner is no good. Goes after the rebound. It's going out of bounds, saved by Mortensen along the baseline. Briley New brings it up. Moves to the left. Mortensen back to New. And now they'll get it down low, kick it back out. Steinley back over to New. Braves applying good pressure on the perimeter. Time running down on the shot clock. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Still good defense by the Braves. New's going to have to put up a long three. No good. The offensive rebound tracked down by Steinley, and she goes up and scores. And that's exactly what the Braves can't afford to do, is stand there and watch Wesleyan dive in for offensive rebounds. We saw it happen the first time they played Salina. Braves have to be more aggressive on the defensive board. Williams will check in for Hughes. 16-12, the shot is good. 3-point play for Wesleyan. The lead is down to 3, 16-13. Jenna Kramer has the ball knocked away out of bounds. Braves will keep it. No shot clock. 14.9 seconds left in the quarter. Braves will make a quick substitution. Stewart comes in for King. Kramer gets it into Hendricks. They have about 10 seconds to run off the clock. Kramer with the ball. High pass over to Hendricks. Hendricks looking to get it away. Here's Kramer for three. No good. And Stewart gets off a last-second shot on the offensive board, but it will go all the way over the basket. No good, and we will end the first quarter with the Braves up 16-13. We'll take a break and then be back with quarter number 2. Listening to OU basketball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And we are back in Salina, getting ready for quarter number 2. Braves are up 16-13. It'll be the starting lineup back out onto the court for OU to start things off here. Briley New still in at point guard for Wesleyan. They'll pass it over to the left wing. They'll immediately get it down low. Now a quick jump shot, turnaround, no good by Taryn Frazier. Rebounded by Jenna Kramer. Hendricks gets it into Kramer's hands on the right wing. Stewart at the top of the key, swings it left to Kaylee Williams. And Williams down low to Romig, off the glass and in. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a push to clear space for the entry pass, but nothing called, and she found herself open for a little 6-foot hook shot. Braves up 5. Riley New picks up her dribble out away from the basket, swings it over to Steinley. Now they'll work it back and forth. Now they get it down low to Frazier. Spots up against Romig, blocked, and now a loose ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Steinley. The Braves will take over. Romig picks up block number 2. Hendricks will bring it up. Getting the play call in from the bench. Here's Williams over to Maddie Stewart, fakes the 3, now picks up her dribble, gets it over to Kramer. Kramer looking to drive the baseline, finds Romig, fouled by Taryn Frazier as she goes up. Romig to the line for 2. Romig, an 82% free throw shooter on the year. First shot is up, and it's in. Maddie Miller returns to the game for K-Dub as Frazier comes off. Second shot rolls in. Romig has 7. And the Braves are up 7. 20-13, 8:45 to go in the first half. Steinley with the ball, defended closely by Hendricks, picks it up, gets it over to Briley New. Back over to Steinley. Continue to work it around the outside. Miller trying to clear some space down low. She's got it, goes up, blocked by Romig. Outlet pass almost stolen, and Kaylee Williams called for the travel as she tried to pull the ball away from the would-be steal attempt. Took an extra step, and Wesleyan gets the ball right back. New swings it over to the left. Mortensen picks up her dribble. Able to get over to Steinley. Steinley looking to drive. That's going to be a foul on Romig. A lot of contact there. Romig was not set. She was coming out to help. That'll be a blocking foul on her. And we'll see Courtney Heinen in for Wesleyan as they continue to use a heavy rotation here in the first half. New has the ball at the top of the key. Over to Heinen. Gets it into Steinley's hands. Dumps it off to New. Picks up a dribble. Back over to Steinley. Maddie Miller trying to establish some space down low again. Now it's corner three by Briley New. No good. And that's going to be a tie-up. Wesleyan almost got another offensive rebound as Steinley dove on the floor and Ashley Romig reached. But they both held the ball for a second. Possession arrow gives the ball to OU. Now full court pressure. Braves have to pass it into Kramer, who started out on the other half of the court, had to come back to get it to help. Now they work it around through the full court press. Maddie Stewart ends up with the ball and will hand it off to Hendricks to set the offense. Taylor Williams way out on the left wing. Gets it to Kramer, uses a screen, moving to her right. Wanted to drive, lost the ball for a second. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it to Maddie Stewart for a long three. Missed everything short. And it'll go out of bounds. Stewart still had a few seconds left. Did not need to fire it up from such long distance. Still 20-13, 7:20 to go on the clock here in the first half. Braves go to trap. Wesleyan passes out of it. Steinley with the ball over to New. And swing it into the right corner. Heinen out to Mortensen for a long three. Rebounded by Kaylee Williams. She's going to look to push the tempo, but it's 1-on-3. She's going to have to back it out. Did not have the numbers. And now Hendricks will back up and reset the offense. Leslie Spear getting ready to check in, most likely for Romig. Romig with the ball at the top of the key. Looks to drive on Maddie Miller. Now she's double-teamed, goes up anyway. Off the backboard, doesn't hit the rim. Rebounded by Wesleyan. New over to Mortensen. On the left wing, gets it down low to Miller. Now she'll kick it out for an open three by Steinley, and it's good. 4-point game. Hendricks signals in a play. Moving slowly to her right, now gets it down low to Romig. Romig double team, kicks it out to Kaylee Williams, fakes the three, drives into the lane. Oh, rolled off the rim, no good, but Maddie Stewart rips the offensive rebound away. Now a long pass over to Jenna Kramer, sets herself for three, no good. And Stewart went after the offensive board again there, but could only get a hand on it, goes out of bounds. And the ball will go to the Coyotes. King and Spear check in for Stewart and Romig. The two important seniors will be on the bench at the same time for some rest here for OU. And Mariah Knox is back into the game, playing with 2 fouls. Gabby Miller kicks it out. Now a long three by Heinen, no good. And it hits the shot clock, so that'll be an automatic out-of-bounds call. The Braves will get the ball. Bounced high off the front of the rim and touched the shot clock. Hendricks, Kramer, Williams, King, and Spear are the 5 on the court for the Braves. Williams over to Hendricks, back to Williams at the right wing. Now kicks it out. Get into the corner. Kramer finds Spear down low, puts it on the floor. Now she has to pass out. She almost fell. Kramer for three, now short. And that's going to be over the back on Leslie Spear trying to get the offensive board. Braves never found a good look on that possession. First foul on Spear. Team foul number 2 for the quarter. Wesleyan with 1. Gabby Miller over to New, and now Heinen with the ball. Gets it down low to Knox. She'll kick it back out. Steinley over to Heinen, wants another three, short. Rebound goes to battle for it. King ends up with it. To get it to Kaylee Williams. And now Hendricks will bring it up again. Crosses half court. They meet her at the timeline. Over to Williams, over to King. King looking for an opportunity to drive. Now a skip pass over to Hendricks. Williams at the top of the key. Leslie Spear trying to establish position down low. Isn't able to get it. Now King looking to drive. Comes to a jump stop, running out of time on the shot clock. Gets it to Kaylee Williams, left-handed off the glass and in. Williams with the smart cut there, the back door. And then Leslie Spear turned around just in time to find her before the shot clock expired. Braves up 6, 22-16. Knox with the pass over to Miller. She's fouled. And that was Gabby Miller. So I believe they're going to give her 2 shots. She hit the floor hard, stayed down for a few seconds, was able to get up, and she will shoot the free throws. Gabby Miller, a 73% free throw shooter on the year. First shot is up, no good. Romig and Avery Lumen now making her first appearance. As Spear comes out, so does Hendricks, so Lumen will run the point. Romig will take over at the 5 with Jessica King at the 4. Second shot also no good, but an offensive rebound on the free throw. Fortunately for OU, they spin and Heinen just throws it right out of bounds into a purple seat on the other side of the court. Nobody there. Lumen now to bring it up for the Braves. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half. Braves up by 6. Kaylee Williams over to Jessica King. Moves over to Jenna Kramer. Pass up to 3 to drive the baseline. Now has to work it into Romig. Romig triple team. Gets it over to Williams. Finds Kramer for the open 3. No good. Rebounded by Heinen. It'll be Ashley Heller bringing it up for Wesleyan. Now Gabby Miller looking to drive. Kicks it out for Mortensen for 3. Good. Cuts the lead in half to 3. 22-19. Mortensen now 2 of 4 from outside. King with the ball. Pass stolen. Coming back the other way, it's Ashley Heller. She kicks out at the last second to Heinen. Doesn't have room for the shot. Gets over to Knox for a long 3. Top of the key, no good. And will go out of bounds, untouched. The Braves will take over. Now Maddie Stewart back into the game. It's going to be Kramer coming off, and now Caitlin Hughes will come in to replace King. So they go back to the starting lineup with the exception of, well, we've got 2 exceptions. We've got Hughes and Lumen, 2 freshmen in place of Hendricks and Kramer. Maddie Stewart with the ball at the top of the key. Has her dribble, moving to her right, then to her left. Hands it off to Kaylee Williams. Williams kicks out to Hughes. Quick pass over to Lumen. Thought about the 3. Pulls up. Now here's Maddie Stewart. Back over to Lumen. Pass almost stolen on the wing. Now knocked away. Headed out of bounds. Now a battle for it on the floor. It's going to be another tie-up. Possession arrow will give it to K-Dub. .243 left on the clock here in the first half. Braves clinging to a 3-point lead here in a low-scoring battle. Heller to bring it up. Now she'll get it to Miller. Now finds player down low. Misses from point-blank range. That was the other Miller missing the shot. Now OU will take it back the other way. Lumen getting bumped a lot on the perimeter. Gets it over to Stewart. Now Caitlin Hughes with the ball. Uses a screen. Moves to her right. Over to Lumen. Almost lost it. Over there in the right corner. Now back up top to Maddie Stewart. 6 seconds. 5 left on the shot clock. They'll get it down low to Ashley Romig. Goes up off the glass and in. With the shot clock running down, Ashley Romig comes up big. She has 8. 24-19, Braves up by 5. Heller with the ball into the right corner. Steinle back up top to Heller. Heller gets it to Sydney Mortensen. Runs and kicks out to Steinle. Now they'll get it down low to Gabby Miller. Kicks it out to Steinle for 3. Got it again. Steinle hits another 3. Her and Mortensen have 2 apiece. Wesleyan is now 5 of 15 from 3-point range. The Braves will take 30 seconds to talk about it. So will we. 24-22. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
And welcome back to Salina. 15 of Kansas Wesleyan's 26 shots have come from behind the arc so far. That's 58% of their shots have been three-point attempts. And they've started hitting them here in the second quarter, and they've pulled to within two, 24-22. Melanie Romig into Ashley. Kicks it out to Maddie Stewart. Over to Ashley Romig. Long two. Bounces out. Offensive board by Maddie Stewart. And that's going to be a reach. It'll be called on Heller, I believe. No, it'll be Steinle. Believe that is her first. It is. Second team foul on Wesleyan. 1:05 to go here in the half. Braves up 2. Hendricks into Stewart. Quick shot off the board and in. Maddie Stewart pushing the lead to 4. 26-22, less than a minute to go. Briley New to bring it up for Wesleyan. Over to Steinle, way out away from the basket. Gets it into the corner. Mortensen picks up a dribble, gets it back up to the top to New. Swings to the right wing, now into the corner. They'll continue working around the perimeter. Maddie Miller not able to establish position down low on Romig. New now drives, goes with the underhanded layup. No good, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Braves. Hendricks tried to chase it down, didn't have enough time. So another shot followed up by a new shot clock for, well, no, that never hit the rim. So the shot clock stays at 5. Wesleyan will only have 5 seconds to get this off. New defended by Hendricks, used her forearm to clear space. Now a flailing three doesn't hit the rim. It'll be a shot clock violation. Probably should have been an offensive foul, but she used her forearm to try and push the defender off to create extra space. Caitlin Hughes comes off. Jenna Kramer comes in. Kaylee Williams will replace Melanie Romig. 29 seconds exactly left, so no shot clock. Braves up by 4. Can hold for the last shot if they want it. Hendricks over to her right, gives it to Kaylee Williams, dribbling left, picks up the dribble, gets it to Kramer. They'll continue moving left to right and handing it off. Now Williams looking for a driving lane, goes up, blocked shot. And now a timeout called by Wesleyan. So we'll take 30 seconds again, then be back. 9.6 seconds left. This is Braves basketball on KOFO.
Community journalism is thriving at the Ottawa Herald. 3 days a week in print and every day online, the Herald's award-winning staff covers the news that matters to you. Breaking news, sports, events, and so much more. Just as the Herald has done for more than 140 years. Call 242-4700 to subscribe today, or find us online at www.ottawaherald.com, on Facebook, or download our app.
Welcome back to Salina. Advantage Electric halftime show coming up here after we get the last 10 seconds played through. 9.6 showing on the clock. The Braves are up by 4. 26-22 in a low-scoring affair so far. Wesleyan gets it into New. 7 seconds. They cross half court with 6 left. Heller with the ball. Gets it into the corner. Steinle's going to have to force up a shot, and it is no good. And we will enter halftime with the Braves holding on to a 4-point lead, 26-22. Coming up will be the Advantage Electric halftime show. You're listening to Ottawa Braves basketball here on KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric halftime show on KOFO. Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting. Making custom lights, I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Dr. Weston Zinner at Franklin County Chiropractic in Ottawa. We hope you're enjoying the game and remind you that whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, we can help relieve your pain for a better performance. Call 785-242-9393 for an appointment.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
Messengers Home Furnishings and Serta are teaming up to offer you big savings during the President's Day mattress event. Buy a mattress and get the box springs free on all iComfort and iComfort hybrid mattresses. Save up to $1,000 on adjustable bed bases, as well as all Serta Perfect Sleeper sets. Messengers, America's Mattress Gallery, has over 30 mattress choices for you, your children, or your guests at the best prices in East Central Kansas. It would be impossible to not find just the right mattress, and doing it now will save you even more during this sale at Messengers Home Furnishings, just west of Sirloin Stockade in South Ottawa.
And welcome to the Advantage Electric Braves halftime show here on KOFO. Whether you're building or remodeling, residential or commercial, get the electric advantage for your project. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main in Ottawa. Call 418-1218. And right now the Braves holding on to a 26-22 lead in a low-scoring first half. Able to convert on 40% of their shots and holding Wesleyan to just 28% on theirs, but Wesleyan shooting about 55% of their shots total have been from behind the three-point line. They're 5 of 16. Those extra couple of threes have helped them stay in despite shooting much more poorly from the floor. Both teams sitting at 6 offensive rebounds right now. The Braves out-rebounding Wesleyan on the balance, 17-14. Each team has committed 7 fouls. Nobody in a lot of foul trouble. Leslie Spear picked up 2 in the first half. Mariah Knox and Gabby Miller each picked up 2, but were able to hold off on picking up third fouls, so they won't be in any serious foul trouble to start the first half. The turnover battle, that one is being won slightly by Wesleyan. The Braves have turned it over 9 times. That was one of the 2 key things we discussed. They've been able to prevent Wesleyan from doing too much damage on the offensive boards, although they have let a couple of easy defensive rebounds slip by, but not rebounding a large percentage of their misses. But the Braves have turned it over 9 times compared to Wesleyan's 7. So -2 in turnovers isn't terrible, but you don't want to give away 9 possessions in one half, and that's what they've done so far, but they're able to stay with a 26-22 lead at this point. And again, the Coyotes 5 of 16 from outside, 8 of 29 overall, so that means they're 5 of 16 from behind the three-point arc, and just 3 of 13 from two-point range. They're actually shooting better from outside than they are from in. So not such a big deal that they're taking more than half their shots from back there, but I would expect them to try and work it inside a little more as the second half goes on. It only led to 22 first-half points for them. We'll go ahead and take our first break of the Advantage Electric halftime show, then be back with more from Salina. I'm David Potter here on KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric halftime show on KOFO. Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
This is Eric Crowley with Advantage Electric. On the court, teams look for any advantage they can get. When it comes to your electric needs, whether residential, commercial, or custom, we're your advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main in Ottawa. Call today at 785-418-1218.
Need to know if your child's game or practice has been canceled due to weather? Sign up now for Ottawa Recreation Commission's text alerts. Go to orcottawaks.org to sign up or for more information.
This is Dr. Adam Maxwell of Maxwell Chiropractic, serving you with chiropractic and wellness care at 225 South Walnut in Ottawa. Call 785-893-8272 for an appointment. As a lifelong Ottawa resident, I'm proud to be a supporter of OU Braves athletics and wish the teams good luck this season.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm Insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance, and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
Hey, it's Tiffany Evans. For over 20 years, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry has been taking care of my dental health. Now that I'm a parent, I trust Dr. Hale and his staff to take care of my children's too.
Dr. Hale is really nice.
Call 242-1800 for your appointment.
And we're back with more of the Advantage Electric halftime show from Salina, where the Braves holding on to a 26-22 lead here on the road over Kansas Wesleyan. For the Braves, it's Maddie Stewart leading the way in scoring with 11 points, also tied for the team lead in rebounds with 3. She turned it over one time, committed one foul. 4 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Then next up is Ashley Romig with 8 points, 3 boards, and perhaps more importantly, 3 blocked shots to go with a steal. So a great defensive game by Romig, who, despite leading the conference in blocked shots, was not named to the all-defensive team, surprisingly. But she and Maddie Stewart, both second-teamers for all KCAC. Jenna Kramer scoreless off of 0 for 5 shooting, 0 for 4 from three-point range, but she can be streaky, especially with that outside shot. She'll miss a bunch, but it doesn't get her discouraged. She's never afraid to keep firing from out there, and before you know it, she can hit 3 or 4 in a row. Kaylee Williams held to just 2 points, 1 of 5 from the floor, has contributed 2 assists, but also 4 turnovers. And then Kelsey Hendricks, the point guard, they don't look to her for much scoring. She's not taken a shot yet, but 2 assists and no turnovers. So you always take the assist-to-turnover ratio there. She's also generated a steal, pulled down a rebound, and then Jessica King coming in off the bench for 5 points, a board and an assist. We'll go ahead and take a break and then go through the stat sheet for Wesleyan side. You're listening to the Advantage Electric halftime show here on KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric halftime show on KOFO.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
This is Lou Baker at CarStar Ottawa. Our technicians are highly trained, I-CAR certified repair experts. We provide continued education for our employees and the latest equipment to ensure the highest quality repairs. We work hard at staying your #1 collision repair shop. 1-800-CARSTAR. Relax, we'll take it from here.
When it's time to pop the question, or if the answer has already been yes, then it's time to visit Sutton's Jewelry. Why not pull out all the stops for your special day with a style that will take her breath away? From the latest sparkle to artistic magic, Sutton's Jewelry stays on top of the latest trending jewelry designs. Sutton's in-house talented bench jeweler, Phil Sutton, can size any selection, and in-house repairs are always a quick turnaround. Sutton's Jewelry, 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back with the final segment of the Advantage Electric Halftime Show. Just to go through Wesleyan stats real quick, Carly Steinle leading the way with 9 points. She's got 2 threes, 2 of 4 from outside, plus a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Give her 9. Sydney Mortensen sitting at 6 points on 2 of 5 from three-point range. All of her shots have been those 5 from outside. She has 2 rebounds to her name. 3 points for Mariah Knox, who picked up the 2 quick fouls and missed most over the first quarter. She's only played 7 of the available 20 minutes so far. We'll likely see her a little more in the second half. She can stay out of foul trouble. And then 2 points and 3 assists for Gabby Miller, but she also picked up a second foul there in the second quarter, which took some playing time away from her. Courtney Heinen able to come in, fire off a couple of threes. Neither one went in. She has grabbed a couple of rebounds, turned it over once. Then 5 total steals for Kansas Wesleyan. Steinle, Mortensen, New, Heller, and Gabby Miller all with a steal apiece, but they've only been able to get 2 points off of the Braves' 9 turnovers. So the Braves perhaps a little lucky in that column, but Wesleyan, we talked about how they've each got the same number of offensive rebounds, 6 apiece, but Wesleyan able to capitalize on those to a greater extent with 8 second chance points. The Braves held to just 4 so far. But just in general, this has been rough sledding for the teams offensively. There's a fair amount of scoring in the first quarter, nothing explosive. Braves were up 16-13, but then they scored 10 and held Wesleyan to 9 in the second quarter. So this Wesleyan team is one that is typically fairly efficient on offense. They don't score a whole lot more points than the Braves, but they do take more shots and are generally a little more fast-paced. So we'll see how things play out in the second half. But first, we'll take one more break. You've been listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show here on KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show on KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know experience matters on the court and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and let them put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Ransom Memorial Hospital Cancer Care, your cancer-fighting team, is open and accepting patients. For a personalized care experience, call 785-229-8203, online at ransom.org or at 1301 South Main Street, Ottawa. RMH Cancer Care, close to home, close to your heart.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
And welcome back. We're just about ready for the second half. We'll see the starting lineup out there for Kansas Wesleyan. The Braves still breaking huddle, but they will also now take the court with their starting lineup back in as well. Hendricks, Williams, Kramer, Stewart, and Romig. To set things up for half number 2, Braves will get the ball. They're moving right to left now in black. Coyotes in gray, moving left to right. Hendricks over to Kramer on the right wing. Back to Hendricks. Gets the three-point shot off. No good. Rebounded down low by Maddie Miller. Now they're off and running. New brings it up. Looks into the right wing. Now they'll try and get it to Maddie Miller in the lane. She kicked it out. Mortensen faked the three. Now pulls it out. Get it down low to Mariah Knox. She passes it straight back out to Mortensen for the open three, and she got it. Mortensen continues her hot shooting, and Wesleyan's back to within 1 now. And Caitlin Hughes already checking in for the Braves, so guessing the coaching staff noticed a missed assignment there. Here's Jenna Kramer for 3 on the other side from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Knox. New to bring it up. Get it down low to Miller. Takes it out for yet another 3. Steinle off target. Ashley Romig pulls it down. So the Coyotes shooting close to 60% of their shots from the floor from outside the three-point arc right now. Williams, lazy pass into the middle, stolen by New, goes up for the layup, and Wesleyan takes the lead on the other side. The first Wesleyan lead of the night as they come out of halftime and score the first 5 points. Hendricks over to Kramer on the right wing. Addie Stewart has to pass it back out. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Jenna Kramer with the ball. Gets it Ashley Romig, finds William wide open underneath the basket, and 1 through the contact as Mariah Knox is going to be called for foul number 3. So Kaylee Williams with the opportunity for a three-point play now. The senior getting the bump from Knox and still able to get it in off the glass. 28-27, she can make it a 2-point game here. The free throw is good. 29-27. Caitlin Hughes will come in for Kaylee Williams. Gabby and Maddie Miller both in the game now for Wesleyan as Knox comes out with that 3rd foul. Gabby Miller to bring it up. Works against Hughes, gets by her. A little out of control. And now a travel as she lost the ball and then ran over to regain possession of it. So the turnover gives the Braves the ball up to 2 minutes into the second half. Hendricks with the ball. Over to Hughes. Romig finds Kramer on the baseline cut, and she'll go straight up and off the glass and in. 4-point lead for the Braves. New brings it up, out on the right wing. Tries to drive, now kicks it open to Gabby Miller, fakes the three, takes a few steps in, shoots, no good, rebounded by Caitlin Hughes. Into the hands of Hendricks. Maddie Stewart calling for the ball down low. Hendricks now uses a screen, moves to her right. Might have been moving screen there, but Hendricks will draw the foul on the layup attempt as she went all the way around the edge and went to the basket. That foul called on Gabby Miller, the other Coyote with 2. So now they have 2 in foul trouble. Knox and Gabby Miller with 3 apiece. Hendricks misses the first free throw. As we will see Ashley Heller coming in to replace Gabby Miller, who finds herself in foul trouble. Hendricks shot number 2 misses, and the rebound tracked down by Steinle. Both free throws no good for Kelsey Hendricks. New with the ball at the top of the court. Hendricks, just a 53% free throw shooter on the year, does not get to the line often. Now Romig goes up for the block. She's going to be called for the foul. Look on her face says she doesn't agree, but it'll send Maddie Miller to the line. She's a 51% free throw shooter. But this first one is good. Second shot short, and Maddie Stewart almost lost the rebound, then able to track it down. Lead stays at 3, 31-28, under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Kramer out on the right wing. Jenna Kramer puts the ball in the court. Now she'll go up in the lane, finishes through contact, no foul call, but she gets the runner to go, pushes the lead to 5. New brings it up, defended by Williams. Passes it off out onto the wing. Mortensen gets it down low to Maddie Miller. Back out to Mortensen. Picks up her dribble. Back into Maddie Miller. Working against Roman. Goes up off the glass and gets it to go. Nice use of positioning there to get herself the angle for the short shot. 33-30. Ottawa Braves on top. Kaylee Williams. Over to Kelsey Hendricks. Stewart in the corner. Fakes the 3. Skip pass over to wide open. Jenna Kramer pulls up for the jumper. Too much on it. Now Romig getting hooked. Goes up and off the glass and in despite an obvious foul down low. The defender had her arm wrapped all the way around her waist. Well, they get it down to Maddie Miller. Kicks it out to Mortensen. They'll find Steinle. Doesn't go for the 3. Mortensen from way behind the arc. No good. Kramer goes up for the rebound. Has it knocked away. Almost saved by Wesleyan, but it'll go out of bounds. Now Jessica King coming in for Ashley Romig. 5:38 to go here in the third. Braves holding on to a 5-point lead, 35-30. It'll be Hendricks to bring it up. She'll be met at the timeline by Briley New. Finds Jessica King. Pulls up for the elbow jumper, rolls away, no good. Missed shot early in the shot clock there. New moves over to her left. Mortensen, entry pass down low to Miller. Now finds New for the three-pointer, no good. Kramer on the rebound. Missed to the left. Just about halfway through the third quarter. Hendricks moving to her right. Over to Maddie Stewart to get set for 3. And it will hit the top of the backboard. Hit the back of the rim, bounced up, and rolled off the top of the backboard, which will send it out of bounds and give the ball to Wesleyan. Still 35-30, 4:57 to go on the clock here in the third quarter. Briley New to bring it up. Met by Kelsey Hendricks at half court. Now Hendricks will back off, give her some space. Mortensen with the ball out on the left wing. Back up to Heller. Swings it to Steinle. Steinle picks up her dribble, defended by Hendricks. Trying to get it inside to Maddie Miller. She does. Miller goes by King. Gets the shot up, no good. There's a foul down low on Maddie Miller over the back. And Braves will get the ball back. That's foul number 2 on her. Mariah Knox will come in to replace Maddie Miller. Knox playing with 3 fouls. 4:34 still left in the third quarter, so we've got a long way to go. She'll have to try and avoid contact and getting into any further foul trouble. Hendricks moving to her right over to Jenna Kramer. Picks up her dribble, gets it back over to Hendricks. Swing back to the top of the key. Williams back over to Hendricks. It's going to be a foul call down low. And who's that on? Knox? It is on Mariah Knox, so a quick foul number 4 on Mariah Knox as she tried to deny position down low. And now Gabby Miller will check in for Knox, who spent less than a minute on the court. In fact, less than 30 seconds on the court before picking up that 4th foul. She likely won't be seen till the 4th quarter. King, dangerous pass out to Williams, who got it to her. Hendricks over to Kramer on the left wing. Tries to drive. Now she kicks over to King. Battle for the loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a foul or a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Wesleyan. Caitlin Hughes checking into the game for Kramer. Romig will come back in, replacing Maddie Stewart. So they'll go with the taller lineup with both King and Romig on the floor. And then the guards, Hendricks, Hughes, and Kaylee Williams. Will be Heller to bring it up. Gets it over to the right wing. Now Gabby Miller at the top of the key, working against Hendricks. We'll swing it over to the left. Steinle gets it over to Gabby Miller. Picks up a dribble over to Steinle. Fakes the three. Now looks to drive. Gets into the lane. Off the glass and in. Steinle, the team's leading scorer, with Ferris out at least. Effective in getting to the basket there. She's got 11. Kaylee Williams finds Romig inside. Now here's King. Baseline jumper. No good. Rebounded by Heller. Heller gets it to Gabby Miller. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Heller. Thought about the three. Now she'll swing it over to Steinle. Steinle finds Gabby Miller. Takes it out for a long three by Heinen. Good. And that ties it up at 35. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Hendricks swings it over to the left wing. Kaylee Williams up top to Jessica King. Now Caitlin Hughes had a hard time holding on to that pass. Now they'll get it down low. Ashley Romig turns around. Quick jumper, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller get it to Heller to bring it up. Wesleyan has only led briefly once. Now a long three by Heinen rolls out, but an offensive board and one. He gets the putback. That's Maddie Miller. And Wesleyan with a shot to make it a 3-point lead now. Maddie Stewart very quickly coming back into the game. King will come out. Hendricks will also come out. Rashae Parker coming in. Jenna Kramer also ready to check in, and Kaylee Williams will come back off. That foul on Ashley Romig, her third, but she will stay in the game. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Wesleyan now up to a 2-point lead. The free throw is up and no good. And another offensive rebound almost tracked down, and it is tracked down by Wesleyan. 2 offensive rebounds on free throws now. Now might have been a travel as she got set for the three, but that's no good by Heinen. Rebounded by Maddie Stewart. 2-point game. Braves down. 37-35. Parker with the ball up top. Gets it to Maddie Stewart. Quickly makes the move to the basket. A lot of contact and one. Got the finish. Off the glass to tie it back up. Foul called on Heller. That's her first. Team foul number 5. So that puts the Braves in the bonus from here on out in the quarter number 3. Free throw is good. And the Braves are back on top by 1, 38-37. Now at 2 minutes to go in the third. Heller with the ball up top, defended by Parker. Moves to her right, gets over to Heinen. Gabby Miller at the elbow. Back out to Heinen, now over to the left wing. Mortensen trying to get it down low. The entry pass almost denied by Romig. They're able to tip it out. Heinen swings it over to Steinle for three. It's good. That's Heller for three. And now Wesleyan back on top by 2. Parker with the ball up top. Wesleyan just continues to bomb away from three-point range. That's been really their primary source of offense tonight. Romig with the ball on the baseline. Kick it back up top. Bad pass, stolen. Heinen driving on the other side. Parker's going to foul her to prevent the easy layup attempt. But now she'll go to the line. She's only shot 5 free throws on the year, but she's hit 4 of them. Braves was plenty of fouls to give here in the third quarter, and Parker didn't have any on her, so it wasn't a bad move to just go ahead and foul her and make her earn them at the free throw line. She does hit the first. Second free throw is up, and no good. Rebounded by Parker, able to slide in there and grab it. The Wesleyan attacks the offensive boards on those missed free throws. 3-point game. Wesleyan on top, 41-38. Maddie Stewart at top of the key. Over to Kramer. Passes up the open three. Drives. Runner. No good. Rebounded by Maddie Miller. Heinen, with the ball over to Miller. Now finds Maddie Miller under the basket for an easy 2 points. And the Braves have given up 7 straight and really struggling on offense right now. Parker over to Maddie Williams. Maddie Stewart. Stewart goes up and is fouled, so go to the line for 2. Wesleyan crowd starting to make themselves known a bit here in the second half. Largely in the form of booing at the moment. Stewart hits their first free throw. Hendricks and Williams back into the game. So is Jessica King for the last 24 and a half seconds. There'll be no shot clock after the shot. Braves down by 4. Second shot is in. It's a three-point game. 43-40. Wesleyan can hold for the final shot if they want it. Heller to bring it up. 15 seconds left on the game clock. She'll swing it out to Heinen on the right wing. Now finds Gabby Miller. Kicks over to the corner for three and got it again. It's shades of what happened in Salina back in November as they just start hitting everything they throw up from the three-point range in the second half. Now Kaylee Williams won't even get the last second shot off before she travels, so still half a second left on the clock. And Wesleyan has shot 25 threes now and made 9 of them. And it's been good enough to give them the lead going into the fourth quarter, 46-40. The Braves struggle on both ends of the court in that one. And now we'll have to see what happens in quarter number 4. You're listening to Braves basketball here on KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Costantino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Costantino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
And we are back in Salina where Kansas Wesleyan has taken the lead 46-40 after reining in 4 of 9 from three-point range and then 5 of 7 from 2 in the third quarter to give them 24 third-quarter points after neither team had scored more than 16 in either of the previous 2. And now the Braves have to generate some offense to get back into this one. Braves will start off with the ball, moving right to left. Kaylee Williams with the ball out on the left wing, gets it over to Kramer. Stewart finds Hendricks. Williams with the ball. Lost it. Hendricks was on the spot to pick up the loose ball. Now the work over to Kramer. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They get it down to Romig, up against a much smaller player, able to draw the foul, but misses the shot. She will go to the line for 2. That foul called on Mortensen. Just her second. Mariah Knox is back into the game for Wesleyan, playing with 4 fouls. As Ashley Romig's first free throw rolls in. Second shot, set, up, and good. 4-point game. Braves down 46-42 here in the early going in the fourth quarter. Briley New back in at point guard for Wesleyan. Moves to a right, gets over to Steinle. Gabby Miller now working against Stewart. Nice crossover, gets into the lane, up off the glass and in. No help defense there to rotate over. And the lead pushed back up to 6. They need to get a basket and to stop. Exchanging baskets, not going to work. Wesleyan changes things up by going to a 3-2 zone. Giving them a different look. Kaylee Williams finds the gap in the zone, goes up in the lane and in. 48-44. New brings over to the left. There's Sydney Mortensen trying to drive. Shot in the lane, way off target. Rebounded by Hendricks. Mortensen mostly a spot shooter. Didn't look particularly comfortable going up in the lane on that one. Hendricks, dangerous pass, almost stolen. She's able to get it back. Jenna Kramer looking to get it to Romig down low. She does. Now Kaylee Williams wide open on the other side of the basket. Romig finds her, and she goes up and in to bring it to within 2. Romig getting the assist on that one. Heads up play. She found where the double team was coming from. There's Steinley on the drive, and one. Gets the basket to go, and that might be foul number 4 on Romig. And it is. Ashley Romig picks up foul number 4. And Wesleyan pushes the lead back to 4 and can make it 5 with the free throw. Shot is up, and it's in. 51-46. So just when the Braves started to put something together, key player picks up a 4th foul, and they give up a 3-point play. Kramer with the ball out on the right wing. Up top to Kaylee Williams. Back to Kramer. Romig down low is double teamed. Loses the ball momentarily. Finds Maddie Stewart, and one. Draws the foul and gets it to go off the glass. That's Steinley called for the foul. Well, they'll actually give the foul to Gabby Miller, so that's number 4 on her. Jessica King will come in for Ashley Romig, who just picked up her 4th on the previous possession. Maddie Stewart to the line for a chance to pull to within 2. She misses. Rebounded by Miller, but she loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. Braves will get it back despite the missed free throw. So 3-point game, 51-48. We'll see Heinen come back in for Gabby Miller for Wesleyan. 7:49 in regulation. Hendricks to throw it in from the sideline. Pass. Maddie Stewart knocked away, out of bounds. Braves will keep the ball. They'll have to pass it in from the sideline again, where almost forced a 5-second violation on the previous play. Now they get it into Hendricks quickly. Moves over to her right. Now to Maddie Stewart, into Jessica King at the free throw line, battling up in the lane. Has to kick it back out. Stewart for 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Wesleyan's Briley New over in the corner. Now she'll push the tempo, bring it back the other direction. Steinley with the ball up top. Back over to New on the left side. Sydney Mortensen. Passed up the 3, gets it to Steinley. Wide open 3-point shot missed, but another offensive rebound by Kansas Wesleyan. Mortensen with the ball out in the wing, gets it to Knox down low, goes around Jessica King to get it in and pushes the lead back up to 5. Kaylee Williams moving to the right, looking to drive, that's sealed off. Now she backs out, takes a step back in, but also steps on the baseline to turn it over. That's turnover number 7 on Kaylee Williams tonight. Wesleyan up 5 with the ball. Briley New working against Kelsey Hendricks. Now they get it to Steinley, who gets it to go underneath, draws the foul, and will go to the free throw line. No help defense coming over. And then when it finally does, once again, they foul the same player, Steinley, give her a 4th 3-point play opportunity. Free throw is good. It's an 8-point lead for Wesleyan. And now a timeout by Bruce Tate. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break. Then be back to Salina. 6:28 to go. The Braves starting to let this one slip away.
Does your present job take you away from home at night? If you're an on-the-road salesperson and you'd like to be home nights, consider this. KOFO is looking for an energetic and ambitious marketing representative with a desire for success. Previous marketing experience would be a plus, but it's not a requirement. Comprehensive and ongoing training will be provided. This is a full-time position in radio and broadcast marketing, and KOFO offers a very competitive compensation package. If you're interested, email KOFO at KOFO.com. Mail your resume to KOFO, P.O. Box 16, Ottawa, Kansas, 66067. Or stop by our office at 320 East Radio Road. No phone calls, please. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance, and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
And we're back in Salina. The Braves have a lot of work to do, down to 8 with 6:28 to go in regulation, and Wesleyan has absolutely been scoring at will since about halfway through the third quarter. Braves have had very few stops. Kramer sends it into Hendricks. Kramer with the ball out on the left wing. Now picks it up, gets it down low to Ashley Romig. Up, off the glass, and in. So they cut it to 6. New to bring it up for Wesleyan. Stays well outside the three-point arc. They'll swing it around, not looking to get any early shots right now. Heinen finds Steinle open, wide open, down low for another shot off the glass. And they keep losing Steinle right underneath the basket. At least they didn't foul her this time. And the Braves having trouble against this zone right now. Williams with the ball on the left wing, down low to Ashley Romig. Double teamed, goes up, misses the shot. Rebounded by Wesleyan. New swings it out to Mortensen on the left wing. Hits Heinen, passed up the open shot inside the paint, and she'll pass it back out. They'll let the shot clock run down to 10. Heinen with the ball down low to Maddie Miller. Finds a wide open Sydney Mortensen for a long three. No good. Rebound pinballing around. Finally reeled in by Maddie Stewart. And now we've got an injured player, Kaylee Williams, holding her wrist. And she's going to come off Caitlin Hughes into the game. (58-50). Braves facing an 8-point deficit with just under 5 minutes to go. Hendricks over to her right, hands it off to Jenna Kramer, over to Maddie Stewart on the left wing, looks to drive, goes up, a lot of contact, no call, gets her own rebound and gets it to go off the glass. She's up to 18 points. Or that'll actually put her at 20. Wesleyan continues to work it around the outside, running off as much shot clock as possible. Now we'll get it down to Maddie Miller. Another wide open layup underneath the basket. The Braves are getting pulled out away from the rim, and those backdoor cutters are just getting the ball with no one within 6 feet of them and just going up for easy baskets, one possession after another. Another timeout called by the Braves. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to OU Basketball on KOFO.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Ace, your backyard's right in our backyard, which means we know which products are right for your lawn and garden. We can help you pick out exactly what you need to kick off spring from the best brands like Scott's, Miracle-Gro, and Roundup. Now through Monday only, print out our coupon at acehardware.com and save $15 when you spend $100 or more on regular priced items. Offer valid with coupon at participating stores through February 27th. Limit 1 per household. Exclusions apply. See coupon.
And we are back in Salina. Braves down 60-52. They have 4:23 to try and make up the difference. They'll need to change some things up on the defensive end. They're giving up uncontested layups right now. Jenna Kramer into the lane. Partially blocked shot. Now a tie-up between Ashley Romig and Mariah Knox. Possession arrow will give the balls back to Wesleyan. Now the referee is talking something over. Maybe just talking to Romig and Knox after that got a little heated between the two of them on that held ball. Wesleyan brings it up. Heller, the point guard now. Gets over to Steinle on the right wing. Back to Heller. Braves have moved into a trapping zone now. Good ball movement by Wesleyan, just passing it from one side to the next. Now they get it down low to Knox. Jumper, no good. and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wesleyan. Wesleyan player fell to the floor, but no foul was called. Hendricks to bring it up. Just under 4 minutes left. Keely Williams would come out. Here's Ashley Romig. Didn't quite get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for two. Keely Williams had hurt her wrist a few moments ago. Now she's ready to check back into the game as Gabby Miller fouls out on that play. Her sister Maddie Miller will come in to replace her. Braves still down 8, 60-52. Romig with a couple of shots coming up here. First one is up, and it's good. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Knox. So the Braves only pull to within 7, 60-53. 3.5 minutes to go here in the game. Steinley with the ball out on the right wing, gets it to Maddie Miller, looks to drive, now kicks it out to Sydney Mortensen. Mortensen over to Knox out on the left wing. Now Mortensen barely able to reel that pass in. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Keller's going to have to hoist one up from deep three-point range, and it almost went in off the backboard. Just barely rolled out. She had to put too much on that. Not enough touch to get it to fall in off the glass. Hendricks over to Maddie Stewart now. Passes up the long two, will drive. Blocking foul. Stewart will go to the line. Foul called on Maddie Miller. That's foul number 3 on her. Team foul number 4 on Wesleyan, so Ottawa will be in the bonus as of the next foul. Here's Maddie Stewart hitting her first. Riley New will come back in for Ashley Heller at the 1. Maddie Stewart shot up and good. The Braves cut it to 5. 2:54 left. Riley New to bring it up for Wesleyan. To her left, gets it over to Mortensen. And down low to Mariah Knox. She gets around Romig. Flailing layup attempt, no good. Romig grabs it. Close to getting her 5th foul call right there. Romig will bring it up herself. Now hands it off to Hendricks. It's a 5-point game. Kaylee Williams with the ball out on the left wing. Back up top to Romig. Swings it to Jenna Kramer. Romig with the ball again at the elbow. Double teams. Moving up. Draws contact with no call. She gets her own rebound. Now this time she will get the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. And if that's on Knox, it's number 5. It is. Mariah Knox is fouled out. So Wesleyan has 2 players, Gabby Miller and Mariah Knox, disqualified with 5 fouls. Heinen will come in to replace Mariah Knox. And now Kansas Wesleyan wants a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and then be back. 2:18 left. Braves down 5 on KOFO.
At Simple Mobile, we want to make wireless simple, so we won't use any sound effects like to describe our blazing fast network. Simple Mobile offers truly unlimited high-speed data, talk, and text for just $60 a month. Sure, we could use lots of
Echo to show how bottomless our unlimited high-speed data is.
But we won't. Bottom line, we give you more speed and data for less money. Because if you want better wireless, the answer is simple. Available at Dollar General, Family Dollar, CVS, and other select national retailers. Savings may vary. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. A month equals 30 days. Please refer always to the latest terms and conditions of service at simplemobile.com.
And we're back in Salina. Maddie Stewart, Ashley Romig, ready to take 2 free throws with the Braves trailing by 5. 2:18 to go. 2 players fouled out now for the Coyotes. First shot is up, and it's in. 60-56. Romig's second shot is good. It's a one-possession game again. Jessica King will come in for Romig on the defensive possession, with Romig sitting at 4 fouls right now. Riley New to bring it up slowly for Wesleyan. OU back in their half-court defense, not putting any full-court pressure on yet. Heinen tries to get it to Steinley. It's stolen by Jenna Kramer. Got into the passing lane. 2 minutes left. Kaylee Williams on the left wing. looking for a driving lane. There's nothing there. Gets it over to Stewart. Swings it to Hendricks. Now a dangerous pass down low. Knocked out of bounds by Sydney Mortensen. And Ashley Romig is going to sub back in now that the Braves have the ball. They're going to try and get her in for as many offensive possessions as possible while limiting her role on defensive possessions to avoid her fouling out. 60 to 57. Hendricks gets it in to Maddie Stewart. Stewart now looking to drive, goes up off the glass, no good. Ashley Romig with the rebound. That's a foul on Sydney Mortensen, and that'll send Romig to the line for 2 more. 1:44 left on the clock. That's her third, team foul number 5. The Braves are shooting 2 every time they get fouled from here on out. Romig's first shot, no good. Now 7 of 9 from the three-point line tonight. Or excuse me, the free throw line. Second shot up and in. 2-point game, 60-58. King is going to come back in for Romig. They continue to make the defensive substitution to avoid further foul trouble. Maddie Stewart tying her shoe, and we'll get back underway. Riley New would bring it up. Braves still sitting back in the half-court defense, is trying to apply as much pressure as possible on the shot attempt. Not desperate for turnovers yet as they battle back to within a possession. Ball out on the left wing. Now Riley New swings it to the right. Steinley with the ball. Back up top. Keep working it around the perimeter. Now they find Heinen in the corner. Down low to Maddie Miller. Kicks out of the Mortensen for a deep 3. Short. And the rebound hauled in by Jenna Kramer. And she couldn't save it as she was falling out of bounds as she brought it in. And the ball will stay with Wesleyan. They get a brand new shot clock. And now we'll see another timeout called by Kansas Wesleyan. So we will take a break as well. It'll be a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back. 1:15 left. Braves down by 2 here on KOFO.
Okay, keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
I want to show you my first ever painting.
All right.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Oh, that's a lot of colors.
Mm-hmm.
And shapes.
So be honest. What do you think?
Well, I like how if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, why don't I hold your paintbrush while you call them?
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Are you planning a weekend getaway, your family's holiday break, or a sunny winter escape? Hi, I'm Jen O'Neill.
And I'm Jeff Manheimer.
And we're the founders of Tripping.com, the world's largest site for vacation homes and short-term rentals.
On Tripping.com, you can easily search and compare vacation rentals from the world's most trusted sites, so you spend less time planning and more time relaxing.
Head to Tripping.com today to find the perfect cabin, beach house, or condo for your next trip.
That's TRIPPING.com.
To find the perfect place to stay, go to Tripping.com today.
We are back in Salina. The Braves down 60-58, 1:15 on the clock. Wesleyan will pass it in from right underneath the basket after Kramer stepped out of bounds trying to save an off or a defensive rebound. They get it into Maddie Miller, over to Steinley, defended by Kaylee Williams. And Steinley leans into Williams to draw the contact, and she'll go to the line for a 5th three-point play attempt. And she pushes the lead to 4 and can make it 5 now. And that one, I mean, she really leaned hard to get that foul call. Hendricks will pick it up around half court to start the clock. Braves are down by 5. And a pass to no one, stolen by Kansas Wesleyan. Nobody was down there except for 3 gray jerseys. And now 55 seconds left. Wesleyan with a 5-point lead and the ball. Steinley gets it to Mortensen. They try and trap her. She gets it away. Now Steinley. And she's going to be fouled. The Braves pick up their 4th team foul. So there's still one more foul to go before they send anyone to the free throw line. Now Wesleyan inbounds, gets it to Maddie Miller. She's quickly fouled. That's who they wanted to foul. Just a 51% free throw shooter, although she's 1 of 3 tonight. So she'll have 2 attempts now, but can push the lead all the way out to 7 with only 41 seconds left. First shot is up, no good. And shot number 2 in the air, no good. Short, rebounded by Romig, and Coach Tate calls a quick timeout for the Braves. We'll take a 30-second break and then be back. Listening to OU basketball on KOFO.
In the storied history of The Voice, only one man has guided his team to an astonishing 5 championships. That man is Blake Shelton. Monday, Blake returns to defend his title against Alicia Adam and his most formidable opponent yet, Hurricane Gwen.
I just did a country song with Blake Shelton.
Quit dropping my name. Whoa. I'm not going to help you.
Sleeping on the couch tonight.
Feel the love on the all-new season of The Voice. Monday on NBC.
We are back in Salina, 40.4 seconds showing on the clock. But the Braves are down by 5. They'll need to score quickly here, and they get a stop or a turnover. Friends winning easily over Oklahoma Wesleyan down in Wichita, so the winner of this game will be headed to Wichita on Saturday night. Right now, the Braves have some work to do to try and be that team. They'll get it into Jenna Kramer, pass tipped. Romig with the ball, and Philly calls for a charge. That's foul number 5 on Ashley Romig. She is done for the night. And so that gives the ball to Wesleyan, already up 5 with 37.5 seconds to go. Jessica King will come in to replace Romig. Braves will try and force a turnover here to make sure that was not the last play of Romig's career. They get the ball in. Now they'll quickly foul. They'll send Briley New to the free throw line. A 77% shooter. New gets set at the line. First shot is up and is good. 6-point lead. She hits this one, it becomes a 3-possession game, and this one's all but over. Second shot is in. 65-58. And the Braves will use their final timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and then be back to Salina. Or excuse me, we'll take 1 minute and then be back to Salina. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and now for a limited time, go to MyPillow.com, click on the Radio Listener Special tab, and use the promo code SKY. That's promo code SKY. Or call 1-800-635-1825 now. That's 1-800-635-1825 to take advantage of this 4-pack special. You'll get 40% off 2 MyPillow premium pillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. MyPillow.com with the promo code SKY. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Kansas so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back at Kansas Wesleyan University. The Braves trail by 7, 35.9 seconds left on the clock. The Braves will throw it in, or pass it in. Hendricks gets it into Maddie Stewart. She's double teamed out on the perimeter. Over to Caitlin Hughes for a 3. No good. Kaylee Williams gets the offensive board. Kramer back over to Hughes for another 3. Got it. The Braves are down 4 Now they'll quickly trap, and they don't foul yet. Now they do foul, and they'll send Heinen to the line. Heinen's 2 of 2 from the line so far. It'll only be her 8th and 9th free throws of the season. 22.9 seconds on the clock. Braves still down 2 possessions, 65-61. Heinen's first shot is in. Second free throw is up and in. 6-point lead again for Wesleyan. 20 seconds left. Hendricks quickly brings it up, gets it over to Kaylee Williams. Williams dribbling around, using up too much time. Hughes back over to Williams. Now she looks to drive, goes up too hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Steinley. She's fouled over the back by Maddie Stewart, and that's going to do it. 8.8 seconds left. Braves down 6, and Wesleyan shooting free throws. So a very solid season for the Braves, coming to an end here tonight in Salina. Steinley's first shot is up and in. She's got 23 points. And that one will roll out, no good. It'll be Kansas Wesleyan in Wichita to play Friends in the semifinals Saturday. Jenna Kramer's 3. This is everything, no good. Leaves half a second on the clock. And the Braves will fall 68-61 in Salina. And there's the buzzer, and a valiant effort and a valiant season by this Ottawa Braves women's team comes to an end as they can't quite pull off the road victory over Kansas Wesleyan. We'll go ahead and take a break and then be back to recap. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
This is Dr. Weston Zinner at Franklin County Chiropractic in Ottawa. We hope you're enjoying the game and remind you that whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, we can help relieve your pain for a better performance. Call 785-242-9393 for an appointment.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Confidence, passion, skill, knowledge. At Ottawa University, I've gained the strength to discover who I am and the confidence to be myself. I've met people from around the globe from different backgrounds and cultures, with opportunities to get involved and bring our passions to life with more than 30 clubs and organizations. We all come together into a faith-inspired community that quickly becomes family. I invite you to be brave like me at Ottawa University. Find out more at ottawa.edu today.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Adamson Brothers has been maintaining your comfort for over 30 years, and they can keep you warm this winter with wood stoves, pellet stoves, and gas or wood fireplaces. Call them today at 785-242-9273. That's 785-242-9273.
The Ottawa Shopper has a new look with new features. Never miss your favorite TV show with the TV Guides. Find area church times and the popular Kids Talk About God column on the church pages, and get useful employment tips from our weekly Q&A advice column. Call 242-4700 to get your Franklin County address added to our subscription list for free, or pick up the Ottawa Shopper at multiple racks around town. That's 242-4700.
And the Braves season, or at least the women's team season, comes to an end here in Salina. The Braves actually never trailed across the entire first half. Although Wesleyan was able to keep it close throughout, Maddie Stewart hits 3 threes in the first quarter. They end the first up 16-13 and stays pretty even. Kansas Wesleyan takes over half of their first half shots from three-point range, but held to a fairly low percentage. It's 26-22 at halftime. And then the third quarter, Wesleyan just comes out bombing from three-point range and scoring almost at will at times. They put up 24 points in that third quarter, eerily similar to the last game these two played in Salina. And then in the fourth quarter, the Braves cut to within 3 points multiple times, but could never complete the comeback. And Wesleyan able to hold on to win 68-61 in their final games in Brave uniforms as seniors. Ashley Romig finishes with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Maddie Stewart, 22 points, 8 rebounds. And Kaylee Williams, 9 points, 3 boards, and 2 assists. And that will end 3 great careers for 3 fine seniors for OU. But the season comes to a close. They will not be able to make it into the national tournament with an at-large bid. So that will do it for women's basketball for the 2016-17 season. 68-61 the final. Will be back Saturday afternoon from York as the men's team looks to continue moving on to the KCAC tournament, following up on their big win over St. Mary last night. They'll be playing at the 2 seed York Saturday afternoon at 2 here on KOFO. That'll do it for tonight. I'm David Potter, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by State Farm Insurance agent Ryan Disbro, Ransom Memorial Hospital.